What's up, my tourists? Trying a couple of new things there. The what's up thing that everybody does. And I've decided to give all of my wonderful subscribers a nickname. That's right. If you follow Vincent Touro, you're a tourist. We are here to react. And this is five signs a girl wants to be approached. I've had almost no experience in this. I do not proclaim to know women at all. So I'm coming from it from a member of the person who would probably have something to take away, some useful information. I have no idea what women are trying to communicate to me, so I don't have any idea how to communicate to women. Let's see if Gentleman's Guide can solve my problem. Here we go. And hit it.
Gentleman's Guide here. Picture the
Hey,
following scenario. You're walking down the mall to pick up a birthday gift when all of a
I've done
sudden you
that.
see an unbelievably cute girl sitting by herself.
Um, Unbelievably cute, who was sitting by herself at the mall looking at her cell phone. I would be extremely intimidated. So this guy's on the right track so far.
Like, would it be weird if I just went up to her? Would she be creeped out or would she be flattered? What if she's
Absolutely.
waiting for her
Creeped
boyfriend?
out.
I wonder if she's friendly to strangers. You overthink things and psych yourself out, and eventually
I
just
do
give
do
up
that.
to go continue shopping. Can you
Yes.
relate to this story? I
Yes.
bet you can. In
Yes.
fact, most guys have been in situations before where they were simply clueless about whether
All right. So as far as the club goes, I don't really club. I'm not a clubber. Parking. Is that what he's talking about? I think he might be talking about the park.
most girls intentionally avoid eye contact with strangers because they don't want to give off the wrong impression, and
Makes
also
sense.
because holding prolonged eye contact with a stranger is a very uncomfortable and awkward feeling.
Really? Well, that's a new one on me.
Sometimes she'll actually try setting up the interaction
I
by hovering close by.
I call this the helicopter, by the way. This hovering thing and whatnot. I usually have to be moving toward the girl in order for her to stay close to me. It seems like the more I move toward her, the more she's hovering away from me. I don't know if that's a good sign or not, but it's kind of a dance, I would say. It's a one-way dance. It goes from one side of the room to the other or out the door completely. If she's heading for the door, which indeed many times she is.
While you're both there, even as you're walking around the room. It's a subtle tactic so that she can play it off and make it not seem like a big deal if you're not interested.
Now,
That way,
this is a very strange room, by the way. They have an office chair over here, and they have a fireplace over there. I don't know what the deal is with that. Are they in some sort of Marriott hotel conference room that's trying to look like a den of some kind, but they have office furniture in there? Shouldn't they be having big, cushy chairs?
more. An example of this would be when she makes an adjustment to her hair or her clothing so that she can look prettier and try to impress you. In fact, one of the most obvious signs that a girl
No, now this obviously only works for people who speak the same language, an English language speaking person, and you were with a Russian language speaking person. Your body languages would also be different, so you really need to be sort of a polyglot when it comes to body language. You're welcome for that.
likes you is when she plays with her hair. She may pull it down and start twirling it around with her fingers or brush it away slowly from her face.
I've
Another
seen women pull their hair out of their heads entirely when they're around me. I'm not sure if that's a good thing.
sign to look out for is when a girl starts rubbing her neck or her wrists. Self touch is definitely an indicator that she's into you because it draws her eyes towards whatever body parts she's touching.
I am a big fan of self-touch.
A girl really wants to flirt. One of the first things, for example, she might expose her neck or her wrists to you. Now, it might sound weird at first, but studies in evolutionary psychology show that humans are actually
When a girl does this, I just assume that she's put on some new perfume and would like to be smelled. And I take her up on it. Sometimes with it's had mixed results.
biologically hardwired to subconsciously expose certain vital organs, like the heart or the jugular vein in the neck.
Now, if you're with a woman who's exposing her jugular and internal organs to you, I would run the other way. You may be with a zombie or some demonic entity that is able to open their own bodies up that way. That is a very disturbing image, and I do hope this person did not literally mean that, because if he did, what kind of Ouija boards is he playing with?
to people that they want to build a relationship with. It's pretty much our way of saying, hey, I like you and think we should eat, drink, or maybe sleep together. And don't worry, you can trust me. Look,
Now, if you're going to eat and drink, you're going to have the postprandial lethargy, and the drinking's going to slow you down quite a bit too. So you will be ready to go to sleep, to eat and drink, and then go to sleep with that person. I never thought to do something like that. That is revolutionary. I like where this guy's going. I've gotten a lot of useful information out of this guy.
exposing my neck to you, so if I try to harm you or your family in any way, you can end me easily. So if she's positioning herself in a very vulnerable position towards you, like exposing her neck, chest, or wrists, chances are the coast is clear for an approach.
If she's exposing her chest to you, then she's a flasher, and flashing is against the law.
Number 5, requests for help. A lot of the time, when a girl really wants you to talk to her, she might ask you a seemingly innocent question or request to
I've had girls ask me questions. Why don't you go away? What will it take for you to leave me alone? Things like that. So I've had questions posed to me. So let's see where this guy's going.
get you to
A woman once asked me three questions in a row because I had to pass over a bridge. She was a homeless person, I believe, but she asked me very specific questions, and I was able to answer them all. So I was able to cross the bridge. I was very relieved.
if you're not sure that she's into you, but she hasn't given you any signs to F off, then always err on the side of being bold and approach her anyway.
Er, on the side. I guess that makes sense. I always figure is another way of saying or What I meant to say was I don't know.
After all, it's like people say, fortune favors the bold.
Matt Damon said that about cryptocurrency, and look where we are today.
Way, at least you won't have any regret and will know where she stands. Thanks for watching the video.
If you are talking to a girl and you still don't know where she's standing, then you have bigger problems than just actually talking to the girl. You may be talking to imaginary voices, in which case you should seek help. You're welcome for this time. Again, the Vincent Touro Mind is a great resource, and you are lucky to have this channel. All right, tourists, until next time, fortune favors the brave.